Welcome back to our channel, Explained, where we discuss one interesting topic a day. In today's video, we will delve into the world of genetic editing and explore the ethical considerations that come with manipulating our DNA. I am excited to dive into this topic and share my thoughts on the matter. Let me know in the comments section below what you think is right or wrong. First, let's talk about what is genetic editing. Genetic editing is the process of altering an organism's genetic code to modify or remove specific traits. This is achieved through a variety of techniques, the most common of which is CRISPR-Cas. CRISPR-Cas allows scientists to target specific genes and make precise changes to their DNA sequence. Ethical considerations. While genetic editing presents a world of possibilities, it also raises several ethical concerns that must be considered. Here are some of the key issues. Safety. Genetic editing carries a significant risk of unintended consequences. Scientists must ensure that any genetic modification does not have adverse effects on the individual being edited or future generations. Equity. There is a concern that genetic editing could create an uneven playing field where only the wealthy have access to this technology. This could result in a widening gap between rich and poor, as the genetic elite may have access to better health outcomes or enhanced cognitive abilities. Discrimination. Genetic editing could be used to create a superior genetic class, resulting in discrimination against those who are not genetically edited. Informed consent. The issue of informed consent is critical when it comes to editing the genes of embryos or fetuses. It is essential to ensure that the individual or couple understands the implications and potential risks associated with genetic editing. Examples. Let's take a look at some examples of genetic editing and the ethical considerations surrounding them. Gene therapy. Gene therapy is a technique that uses genetic editing to treat or cure diseases. In 2017, the FDA approved the first gene therapy for use in the United States, treating patients with leukemia. While gene therapy has the potential to cure diseases, there are concerns surrounding its safety and efficacy. CRISPR babies. In 2018, a Chinese scientist claimed to have created the world's first genetically edited babies using CRISPR. He edited the embryos to make them resistant to HIV, which was met with widespread criticism and condemnation from the scientific community. Genetically modified crops. Genetic editing is also used to create genetically modified crops that are resistant to pests and diseases. While this has the potential to increase food security, there are concerns surrounding the impact on the environment and biodiversity. Should we play God with our DNA? So, should we play God with our DNA? It is not a simple yes or no answer. Genetic editing has the potential to cure diseases, improve human health and well-being, and increase food security. However, it must be done with caution and consideration of the ethical implications. We must ensure that genetic editing is used for the greater good and that it is done safely and ethically. It is essential to involve the wider public in discussions surrounding genetic editing to ensure that everyone's voices are heard. The future of genetic editing is both exciting and uncertain. On one hand, the potential benefits of genetic editing are enormous. With further advancements in technology and research, genetic editing could lead to breakthrough treatments for diseases that are currently incurable. For example, scientists could use genetic editing to modify the genes that cause genetic disorders like sickle cell anemia or Huntington's disease. However, there are also significant ethical concerns and unknown risks associated with genetic editing. The long-term effects of genetic editing on individuals and future generations are not yet fully understood. Additionally, there is a risk that genetic editing could be used for nefarious purposes, such as creating designer babies or enhancing military capabilities. Despite these concerns, it is likely that genetic editing will continue to advance and become more widely used in the coming years. Governments, scientists, and ethicists must work together to establish ethical guidelines and ensure that genetic editing is used safely and for the greater good. By doing so, we can unlock the potential of genetic editing to improve our lives and society as a whole. Thank you for watching, and I hope you found this video informative and thought-provoking.